Hello, my name is Ellie Magnuson, and this class is Literacy Foundations 2, and the assignment is Reading Assessment and Writing Assessment Commercial. So today I will be talking about reading and writing assessments and why they're important and why teachers use them in a classroom, and I will just be giving information about reading and writing assessments. And a reading assessment is an assessment that examines a student's decoding skills, looks at a child's reading accuracy and the ability to read words correctly. So it really just examines like a student to see what words they do know and what words they don't know when looking at a piece of paper. Like if you were to show them a piece of paper and point at the word and ask them, hey, what is this word? They may or may not know it. So reading assessments might come new to students who have never been in a school. Reading assessments might also be scary to some students because they may have never read anything in their life and they may not know how to read, and it just might be new for them and they've never taken a test before either, so that might just be new to them as well and a scary feeling because who likes to take assessments or tests? Students will take reading assessments throughout the school year to see what level they are and if they fall in line with their peers. What I mean by that is when a student gets a reading assessment, we will assess them on what words they know and what level of reading they should be reading at, and if they fall in line with their peers. So if they read at a same level as their peers and can maybe read a book with their peers. Students get assessed on reading one to three times a year depending on the region and the testing chosen by the school. There are many different tests chosen by the school for reading, and it may differ for grade level as well. Iowa has Iowa tests of the basic skills, which they start those tests in third grade. So kindergarten, first and second really just get assessed on what words they know. So they don't have to take that test. They don't have to start taking those tests till third grade, and I believe they stop their junior year, so 11th grade. And every student gets standardized reading tests when they first enter school. Even if you do not know anything about reading, you will have to take a test, so the teachers know where you are with reading. Have assessments based on what the student needs and knows. Students' needs can be determined by initial and ongoing reading assessments. So if a student needs more help with reading, the teacher will know this from the assessments. There are 15 different tests for students. A couple of things students will be assessed on is letter knowledge, rhyming perception, identity perception, first sounds, and last sounds. They also will be assessed or quizzed on vocabulary and what vocabulary they know and what vocabulary they can read to the teacher. Writing assessments is my next one. It provides a way to measure students' written communication skills and their overall writing process. So writing assessments really just assess on what students can write, what words students can write, and if they're able to read what they have written. Students will take writing assessments to see if they understand the teacher's teaching and how far along they are with their peers. Every student gets a standardized writing test when they first enter a school. So even if you don't know how to hold a pencil or you don't know how to write, you will still have to take the standardized test so teachers know where you are and know where to help you with holding a pencil and writing. Base the assessment on what the student already knows and what they need. Students need to be determined by initial and ongoing writing assessments. The most common way for writing assessment is the rubric method. Other forms of assessments can use a checklist or like a rating scale. Teachers are not the only ones who can assess students' writing. Students can assess themselves by working in pairs or group. Students can write things down on a piece of paper and ask a friend or a group to check their spelling to see if it's correct. Another way is the 6+1 trait writing, which is ideas, organization, voice, word choice, sentence fluency, conventions, and presentation. And for each trait, there is a scale with descriptors for scoring. The elements of the writing skills test are punctuation, grammar, sentence structure, organization, strategy, and style.